Greetings, this is August 12th at 7 p.m. I want to go through the latest satellite updates from 5:39 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but first let's look at windy. We've got winds coming from the south-southwest at 16 kilometers an hour. That's why the screen all looks green. It's consistent. There's going to be variation. There's going to be little gusts here and there, ridges at the edges of plateaus. The clouds are indicated to be rolling in around 8 p.m. The wind should be still from the south, kind of variable, diminishing. It's going to be cooler and hopefully rain but no lightning. This is a map of everything that was showing in the last 24 hours at 5:39 p.m. PST, and you can see same areas of volatility. We just snapped on the perimeter map, and there's no stats on this perimeter right now. They haven't changed, so go to the TNRD, go to BC Wildfire. There you're going to get an accurate perimeter. This is only indicated by this satellite system. There you go, there's the stats unchanged. So you must visit those links below to find out the accurate data when it comes to where the fire is and what the size of the perimeter is. This is only showing you a representation of infrared heat at the surface. So if we jump in, let's go to the northeastern flank. That's where all this activity has been occurring, and the other portion to the north that has been moved onto the Green Timber Plateau, and now we're looking at the region around the Bonaparte. That's Young Lake, the shores on the southwest of Young Lake. Then I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 infrared that look like they've hopped on the east side of the Dead Man River there. And again, this may be out 500 meters, a kilometer. So you have to have multiple sources to verify what you're looking at. In this screen, I'm trying to approximate the distance between that northern flank and the area around Green Lake and 70 Mile House. And there's a scale in the bottom right-hand portion of the screen. I'm guessing 9 kilometers to Green Lake's shores and 8 kilometers to 70 Mile. Here we are looking at the chasm area and Loon Lake at the bottom portion right of your screen. We can see a couple of flash points in that low rolling mountain in between the two, and Bonaparte Valley in the center of your screen. We can see in the top portion of the screen on the right hand side, that's the far front indicated that has gone onto the Green Timber Plateau and is causing concerns for Green Lake and 70 Mile. We've moved south and west slightly to examine the area around Clinton, and we can see those infrared on top of the hill. I am also seeing 4 infrared spots indicated south in the Arrowstone Hills area to the lower right of the screen. Now we're moving on to Highway 99, Highway 97, looking at the infrared indicated in the area south and west of Maiden Creek, and also in the area around Highway 99. I know there may be some indicated south of 99, but these can be out 500 meters to a kilometer, so you have to validate it with multiple sources and check out the links below to get the actual data. Now we're going to snap back and look at the entire southern area of the Elephant Hill wildfire. I'm concentrating on the region about 5-6 kilometers west of Highway 97 by the Boston Flats area and south of McLean Lake, looking for any growth or pattern changes there. Now we're looking at the terrain, and to the north on the right top portion of your screen, this is the Cache Creek Hills region, and that's been a troublesome spot. Crews have worked very hard in that area, and I may be seeing some patterning in that region around the perimeter. We want to also go further north. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and let's look at what's occurring in those areas around Soton Lake, Stinking Lake, Cultus Lake, and I see a lot of patterning and controlled IFR around random areas of volatility. And this is kind of south of Hyheum. We'll take a quick look at the terrain. It's a very rugged area. Gulches, valleys, ridge lines. I'm anticipating variations in wind flow coming from different directions. So a very difficult area to work in. And we're going to go a little bit further north now. This is south of Hyheum, and in that portion that's approaching the Deadman River Canyon near the Hoodoos, I can see infrared on the ridge, and east of that position down the ridge line. Let's move north again around the area between Upper Loon Lake and Loon Lake, down towards the Hudson Bay Lakes, and we can see a lot of this extensive patterning horizontally, diagonally, over pockets and isolated areas of high volatility. There's the terrain coming in now, and we can see it's sort of a rolling hill country once you're on top, and a lot of concentrations near the lakes, and to the south left portion of your screen down by Hyheum, and not as much on the north side of Loon Lake or on the south side of Loon Lake. Now we've gone back to that northeast flank and that northern flank, and we're just going to take a few minutes here so that you can examine the data, you can look at it, and we've got all the screens open for the last 24 hours up to this update at 5:39 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll let you interpret what you're seeing. I'm seeing a lot of horizontal patterns, some diagonal patterns, and then pockets of random intensity within there. So this is going back, looking at the last 12 hours and what the activity has been. I see patterning within the established fire perimeter. I'm not seeing anything, that's expanding outwards dramatically in any of the areas. This is going to the 6-hour map, and we can see that this infrared was collected within the last 6 hours. So again, not any dramatic expansion, and I'm going to interpret that as good news over the last 6 hours. If it changes so rapidly, it's a wildfire, and it is active. This is Big Bar Cam earlier in the day. Then I took another shot, and it still looks like there is some clearing going on. And one more shot, that also looks like that clearing is holding. And I just want to jump over and show you this picture from Dry BC. This is looking westward towards Tofino. There's a car on the road, and there's something else on the asphalt. I don't know if you can identify what that slick, wet substance looks like. I believe it could be rain. And hopefully those wonderful people in Tofino and on the west coast will send a little bit of it our way. That was Sutton Pass, between Ucluit and Tofino, and they're looking at a pleasant day. There's the data for you. That was at 1600 hours Pacific DT. So that's the data that I've collected over a certain period of time, and it's been presented to you. You want to check the official sources and the links below. Find out the evacuation alerts, the bulletins. You want to keep yourself safe and aware and ahead of the situation.